Okay, the next phase of our workout is going to be our movement development. This is our teaching opportunity to help teach movement patterns for you guys, okay? First thing I want you to do is take your hands, place them over your shoulders, knees are over your hips, all right? We need your lower abdominals engaged so that you can pull that pelvis up towards your chest. Think of your sternum and your pelvic bone coming close together, pressing your low back into the turf. From there, you're going to extend your right arm and your left leg, maintaining this pelvic tilt. Pull it in. Good. Now opposite. Engage that lower core, bring it up. You're basically utilizing your abdominals now as a pelvic stabilizer rather than a trunk flexor. Here we go. Open up. Tight, tight, tight. Good. Pull it in. Good. And that is the dead bug. Our next exercise is going to be a single leg glute bridge. So what we're going to do is still maintain that same pelvic tilt, right? Pressing your low back into the ground. All right, you're gonna bring one knee up into your chest as far as you can, but we're also going to resist here. Resist your knee coming into your chest. And what we're gonna do there, and the reason why we're doing that is to make sure that that hip flexor is turned on so the glute shuts down, okay? From there, we're gonna do a single leg glute bridge. So we're extending with the left leg and we're flexing with the right leg and down. Drive it all the way up. Drive flexion with the right leg, extend with the left hip and down. Trying to create that maximizing that hip separation between both legs. Drive it up, squeeze, and down. Drive it up, squeeze, and down. And that is the single leg glute bridge. For our next movement prep drill, we're gonna do an active straight leg raise. So we're gonna start with both feet down on the ground, okay, pressing the heels into the turf. We're gonna raise the right leg all the way up as high as you can. Again, contracting the hip flexor and the quad, releasing the hamstring and the glute, and drop it down. Raise it all the way up. Pull, 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 and down. Good, alternate. All the way up. Keep that knee straight, ankle flexed. And down. One more. All the way up, and down. And that is the active straight leg raise. Our next movement prep drill is going to focus on shoulder mobility. So we're going to start with your elbows and hands, wrists touching the turf, and we're going to slide those hands all the way up over your head as high as you can, and then draw them back down as far as you can without losing contact of the turf. All the way up, slide them up, squeeze all the way down and back. Good. All the way up and back. Try to maintain contact with the turf the entire time. That's why we're here, right? All the way up and down. As a progression, we can also take this to the wall. And as long as you maintain that perfect neutral spine, neutral neck, neutral low back, we can do the same exact movement on a wall and pull everything down and back. And that is the floor slide shoulder mobility. Okay, our next movement is called a bird dog, all right? We're gonna have your shoulders over your hands, hips are over your knees. We're gonna extend that right arm and the left leg, maintain that balance, also maintain that neutral spine. We're gonna bring the hand in to touch the knee, also maintaining a neutral spine on that flexion, all the way out. Maintain the stability, drive it back in, hand to knee, and all the way out. And that is the bird dog. Okay, our next drill is gonna be hip circles. We're gonna have that nice, firm, stable pillar. All right, shoulders are over the hands, hips are over the knees, nice flat back, neutral spine. All right, we're gonna do forward hip circles, keeping the low back completely parallel to the turf. Here we go. Forward hip circles. Nice, big, round, circular motion. Again, making sure we maintain this perfect posture. And that low back stays parallel to the ground. We're just focusing on hip mobility here. Good, and backward. Really focus on that full range of motion. Make every rep better than the last. Squeeze and down. And that is the hip circle. All right, the next movement is going to be the world's greatest stretch, and it earned that name for a reason. All right, you're gonna start off in the same position, right? Shoulders over the hands, hips over the knees. We're gonna take that left leg, that left foot, and place it right next to your left hand. Good. All right, now we're gonna slide this leg back a little bit. Keep that knee on the ground, and I want you to focus on dropping the hips towards the turf. Even more, good. All right, from there, if that's not enough stretch for you, we're gonna take that left elbow and drop it to your left instep. All right, that's another progression. All right, and then the last progression is rotating that left hand all the way up to the ceiling, keeping this back glute fired the entire time. We can take this back leg with the knee off of the ground, extend that knee, and drop down. Good. Let's switch it up. Both hands down. Now bring the right foot up to the right hand. Good. Keep that knee down on the ground for now. Drop the hips to the turf. All right. Another progression from here. Drop the elbow to the instep. Maintaining that back glute fired the entire time. Rotate the hand up to the ceiling. Right hand to the ceiling. Straighten out that back leg. Fire the back glute. And drop back down. And that is the world's greatest stretch.